What's more important in language learning, input or output? The answer is you need both. And contrary to what a lot of people will tell you, you don't need a silent period of 3 months, 6 months, or whatever in which you only do input. No, you can start doing, and in fact, you should start doing output as well from day one. If your goal is to speak the language, you should start speaking from day one. Of course, you need input as well. Do as much listening as possible from day one. But you can definitely start speaking from day one. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you the most effective and efficient, time efficient way to do both input and output easily on your own without talking to native speakers, without going to classes, without having to go through the embarrassing, uh, when you're in front of people and you try to speak and you can't say anything and it's really embarrassing. It's not very embarrassing for me, honestly, but and for a lot of people. But for more people who are more introverted or shy, yeah, it's a problem. You just have this fear of failure or fear of looking stupid. None of that. You can practice your speaking from day one on your own, right? And you can do this with shadowing. You could simply watch YouTube and with subtitles on in the target language, and you shadow those videos. But that's not very. It's not as efficient as doing this. This is the most efficient way of doing it. All right, you use your own sentences translated, and you get an audio file of them, and with the meaning, it's more efficient because you get the meaning here, and also it's your own sentences, so you can learn the meaning and you can learn to say it at the same time. And I'm going to play the audio file, and I'm going to start shadowing. I'm going to do like 20 seconds of it for you to see how it works. Basically, you play it and you repeat alongside it, right? So let's go. Günaydın. İyi akşamlar. Adın ne? Benim adım Mikael. Tanıştığıma memnun oldum. Merhaba. Nerelisin? Ben basketbolcuyum. Küçük bir bölge. Avrupa'nın eski dilini biliyor olan Baskça konuşuyoruz. İspanyolca ve Fransızcadan tamamen farklı. Basça benim ana dilimdir. Ama elbette İspanyolca ve Fransızca konuşuyorum. Türkçe biliyor musun? Türk müsün? You get that, yeah. I don't know if you could hear the audio. It's very difficult, and you completely butcher the pronunciation. It's not a big problem at first. So the more you do this, the better you'll get at speaking. Of course, these are long sentences. If you're a beginner, it's difficult to repeat all of this accurately. But the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And if you start early, you'll get good at speaking relatively fast. So this is the best exercise you can do to improve both your ability to understand. I mean, for comprehension, you should do a bunch of other things. But if you want to get conversational as fast as possible, you should do as much shadowing as possible from day one, and ideally with your own language islands, with your sentences that you've prepared, things that you want to be able to say. Obviously, you're not going to say, "I'm." Maybe you are from the Basque Country, um, but yeah, I'm from somewhere else, Lexington, Kentucky, and then it's a small state in whatever. Yeah, but you you have to repeat the sentences aloud as much as possible from day one if you want to get good at speaking, decent at speaking fast. Especially if you want to overcome that fear of speaking in front of people, just get as many reps as possible of saying the same sentences aloud over and over again while hearing them. You can with 20 or 30 hours of just repeating your lines aloud, listening and repeating them like this, shadowing, you'll be able to have decent, maybe not super meaningful conversations, but decent interactions. And you'll definitely overcome the fear of speaking because you will have said those things so many times on your own that it'll just be uh, you'll be able to on autopilot without it'll just be muscle memory. You don't have to think about it. You just like, say it.